Namaste to all. A beautiful question to me from one of the YouTube channel viewer. Vedanta, the new Vedantists, these people say that the knowledge of Upanishad is far superior than the knowledge of Vedas, because Upanishad means Para Vidhya. That means that knowledge which helps us in realizing Almighty God. And Vedas only speak about Apara Vidya, that means only speaks about materialistic articles. So we have to adopt Upanishad and follow Upanishad, leaving the Vedas. This is what Vedantists have been telling to that person. So he is asking for some clarity. My Acharya Swami Ram Swarup Ji Yogacharya has beautifully written a book, Vedic Pravachan Sangraha. If you know Hindi, everybody has to read this book. It's a wonderful book. Speaks about lot of details about Upanishads, especially the part 2 of this book, Vedic Pravachan Sangraha part 2. You can order this book from vedamandir.com. In short, we have to understand the meaning of Upanishad. Upa plus Ni plus Shad. Everybody is knowing that Upa plus Ni plus Shad is Upanishad. Getting close to the lotus feet of the Acharya, who is a Samadhist yogi, and listening the Shad. Shad means listening the truth. Listening the truth about Almighty God. Listening the truth about this universe. Listening the truth about the Vedas. Or listening the Vedas. That is called as Upanishad. Upanishad does not really mean the text. Upanishad actually means it is a way we are going to the Acharya and listening the truth from the Acharya. That is called as Upanishad. That we have to clearly understand. So Upanishad never gets completed without the knowledge of Vedas, because Vedas are called as Rit, the truth, eternal truth. So people get confused with Mundaka Upanishad, because Mundaka Upanishad, the Rishi says there are two Vidyas, Para Vidya and Apara Vidya. Para Vidya means that knowledge which will help you in realizing Almighty God. Apara Vidya means the knowledge of 4 Vedas and Sanskrit grammar, Chandas, etc. etc. is called as Apara Vidya. Rishi has told that Apara Vidya means scientific knowledge and Para Vidya means spiritual knowledge. So the Vedantists have understood that spiritual knowledge is what is needed to realize Almighty God. We don't need scientific knowledge. This is against the Vedas. Almighty God creates this universe, and God has clearly told in the Vedas, including the Yajurveda last chapter, Vidyam cha avidyam cha yastad vedo ubhayang saha. That means you have to get progress in both materialism as well as in spiritualism simultaneously. You cannot leave one and progress on other. But here we have to understand both the knowledge of materialism as well as the spiritualism is coming from the Vedas only. This is the Yajurveda mantra. Rig Veda essentially speaks about science. How to make rockets, how to make, let's say, weapons for doing war, how to make aeroplane or combustion engines, science and technology. All the knowledge is there in Rig Veda, but that does not mean that Rig Veda only has this knowledge. Rig Veda speaks about lot of stuti mantras, lot of Gayatri Chand about worshipping Almighty God, about respecting Acharya, worshipping Acharya. Many things are there in Rig Veda. But the main subject of Rig Veda is science. Similarly, Yajurveda's main subject is Karma Kanda, about doing yajna. But that does not mean that Yajurveda does not speak about Almighty God. Yajurveda speaks about Almighty God from left, right, center, above, below, everywhere. Similarly, Rigveda. Similarly, Samaveda, the main subject of Samaveda is Upasana. How to do Ashtanga Yoga Tapasya. How to do meditation. These kind of secrets are there in Samaveda, Pranayama, etc. But that does not mean that Samaveda does not have any other knowledge. Every Veda has got both the knowledge, Para and Apara Vidya, including Atharvaveda. Atharvaveda speaks lot of knowledge about Almighty God, lots and lots of knowledge about medical science. But that does not mean that we can ignore one and take only other. We cannot do that at all. For example, for us to live the life, we need science. For us to even eat our food, we need to do agriculture, right? Agriculture is not possible without science. So God has given both the knowledge in order for us to survive in this universe. But mere advancement in science will not get us anywhere. That is why God says in the Vedas, the main aim of the Vedas is to realize Almighty God. For realizing Almighty God, you need to be present inside your body alive. For maintaining your body, you need to progress in science. So I have given you both the knowledge, but your main aim, why you got human body, is to attain Almighty God. That is the Para Vidhya. Para Vidhya is also inside the Vedas only. Then why Rishi says that Rig, Yajur, Sam, Atharva, Chandas, Vyakaran, Sanskrit grammar or Apara Vidya? Rishi says that these science, the scientific principles of these four Vedas and this Chandas and grammar are called as Apara Vidya. And Rishi says also that Para Vidya means by that Vidya by which you realize Almighty God, like Pranayama, Ashtanga Yoga philosophy, which is a part coming in all the four Vedas. So people have very wrong understanding of Upanishad because they never understand Upanishad from an Acharya who has realized Samadhi. And they have never understood Vedas. For example, God says in this mantra clearly, Vidyam cha avidyam. There are 3-4 meanings for this mantra. One of the meaning is Vidya and Avidya. Vidya means, here it is denoting the Para Vidya, that the knowledge about Almighty God, knowledge about how to realize Almighty God. Avidya means knowledge about science, progress in science. So Vidyam cha Avidya means both Para and Apara knowledge is needed for us to realize Almighty God. That is what God is giving advice in this Veda mantra. But Para Vidya means Upanishad, Apara Vidya means Vedas is absolutely wrong. Because Upanishad itself means to listen the truth from the Acharya, and that truth is the Vedic truth. There is only one truth. God gives the knowledge of the Vedas in Samadhi for the 4 rishis when he creates the universe. So all the knowledge of Para Vidya and Apara Vidya is part of the Vedas only. That has to be clearly understood. Upanishads are superior. That does not mean that they are more than Vedas. Upanishads are given by the rishis based on the knowledge of Vedas. So Vedas are the ultimate truth, ultimate knowledge. Upanishads are the words of Rishi Munis. To understand any Upanishad, we have to go and listen the Upanishad from the Acharya even today. Otherwise, we can never understand any sentence of any Upanishad. For example, Mundaka Upanishad says, just like a spider creates the web from his own body, similarly God creates this universe. So the Vedantists have misinterpreted this shloka of Mundaka Upanishad, saying that, see, God is creating this universe out of himself, which is totally absurd. The spider here is a Jivatma, and spider has a body. The Jivatma is creating the web out of the body of the spider. So there are 2 elements here. One is the Jivatma, other is the body of the spider, which is Jad Tattva, non-alive. Similarly, God creates this universe out of the Jad Tattva, that is Prakriti. That is the knowledge which is hidden inside this shloka, which a normal Vedanta follower will not be able to explain. Whereas a yogi who has realized Almighty God will be able to explain to us very clearly. So please always listen Vedas, Upanishads, Shastras, Darshanas only from an Acharya. And do not even listen from people like me, because you will get misguided. The only reason why I am running the channel is to inspire you to an Acharya. Please search an Acharya. That is the only intention of my videos. My videos are not intended that you guys have to follow me. Thank you so much. Namaste. Om.